Good evening, everyone. My name is Subpar Chef Keegan, and welcome again to the Subpar Chefs channel. Now tonight, it is pasta night. Very fun night for everyone. You got all the carbs in the world and you're gonna indulge. It's gonna be a great night. So, what we have right here is we're gonna make something called, you've heard of it, pesto pasta or pasta pesto. That's kind of fun to say. But anyways, pasta with pesto, whatever you wanna call it. So, here's our ingredients over here. We got our cremette, small shells. I love the shells. I'm a shell guy. I love shells. So I'm always gonna go with these shells. And you can get these anywhere. Like I said, at Aldi's. You can get these at any grocery store. Cub Foods, Rainbow, good stuff. Now, the next thing we have is Parmesan. You can either get the nice little fancy shredded Parmesan. I'm not actually sure how this. It's just packaged like this, so you just buy it. Or the Parmesan, the classic dorm room Parmesan, I don't even know what this is, powdery stuff. Either way, it's both probably gonna taste the same. Not that great because we got it from the grocery store. So, anyways, but that's not the point. So, and then we gotta get our pesto in here. Again, a grocery store buy. We don't make any of this ourselves. So this is just the pesto with basil, nice little basil touch there. You know, it looks like, if you've ever seen pesto, you know what it looks like. It's disgusting green stuff, but it tastes pretty good. So, yeah, and it comes in really a little package like this, Butani. Yeah, there you go. And so now we are ready to start. Now this is gonna have a few more steps than our other videos. First, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a pot, any kind of pot will do, and you're gonna fill it about 3/4 of the way there with water. And you're just gonna fill it up. You talk to your friend, talk about the big game while this is happening, you know. Just fill this bad boy up, you know, yada yada yada, Cubs win, there you go. And you fill it up to about 3/4. And now you are ready to boil. Now, you know, this might be a little short, so I'm gonna put a little bit more in, you know. Better safe than sorry, I'd like to say. So I'm gonna put a little bit more water in here. That should be perfect. I like that amount right there. And now we're gonna put this on the stove. All right, folks, so once our water has started to boil, it should be about 10 minutes or so, we can now take our pasta. Now this is where you can really do a lot of things on your own as far as measuring. You really just depends on how much you want to eat. So probably not the whole box unless you're feeding your entire apartment building. But you can just kind of put in, you know, just kind of estimate how much you really want to put in here. Put it in slowly though, because you don't want the water to splash back. It's hot water, so be careful. So that's probably good right there. And now you just want to stir it around a little bit just so the pasta won't stick. Okay, so an important thing to know is it'll say on the box how long you actually cook it for. So just go by the box. You're pretty safe on high with about, you know, 10 minutes or so. But yeah, refer to the box if you have any questions. Once it starts boiling right here, you want to turn it on low. You want to get it on the lower setting here because, you know, you just don't, after it starts boiling, you don't want to keep it on high too long or else it's just going to basically get all crazy everywhere. And so you want to turn it to the low setting. So now you have a more gentle boil and then you can start, once you get a lot of this white foam coming up, that's natural. It's just part of the cooking process. And you can just kind of stir it and it'll kind of relax it, calm it down here. And so yeah, the white foam, nothing to worry about. It's just part of the cooking process. You just keep this thing stirred and you'll be fine. So again, you should be on low right now. If you're on high, switch to low, and just keep stirring this bad boy, and you'll be good to go. And pretty soon we'll start the straining process where we empty the water out. All right. So once your cooking time is done, according to the box, you are ready to pour it into your spaghetti strainer. Now, what you want to do before this happens, this is going to get really hot. So you want to put on 2 of these goofy little mitts here. What are these 2 of these bad boys? And you're going to want to turn this off. Oh. There it is. Okay, so once you turn it off, now this handle is going to be really hot. This is where the oven mitts come in handy. Oh, this is heavy too. Then you're going to set up your spaghetti strainer right in the sink here. And you're just going to pour this bad boy down. Don't pour it too fast or else it's going to come and splash you. and that's no fun for anyone. So, yeah, you're gonna pour this bad boy out here. There it is. And then you want to rinse it with a little bit of cold water, just so everyone's happy. You know, so let's get too hot. There you go. Rinse it with a little bit of cold water in the pan as well. That's good stuff. Love that cold water. And there it is. Oh, we're out of control here. Here we go. All right, there it is. There it is. Now it's all nice and cold. Probably still hot, so keep the mittens on. Or the oven gloves. And now you're ready to go back into the old stove pot. And yeah, just make sure you get every little naughty piece of spaghetti in there. All right, there it is. You can put this in the sink to cool off. And now you can put it back on here. And we'll proceed to our next step, which is getting a bowl and making our pasta. So now that your pan is back on the old stove, now make sure your stove is off. No reason to turn it back on again. So you're gonna put about, you know, you got these Teletubby gloves still on, so let's take these bad boys off, right? Before we look too silly doing this. So you're gonna put about 1/4 of a container of pesto in, and you really just kind of pour it straight on in there. Oh, it looks nice and disgusting, but it'll taste good. So that's all that matters, right? Okay, so yeah, you're gonna just kind of scoop this, this luscious liquid in here, and that's good stuff. And then you're gonna just stir it up, and you have the beginnings of a great pesto pasta here, folks. Nice and stirred, and pesto. Oh, it smells great, and it's gonna be good. You know, you're gonna be serving this to your guests, whatever you're having tonight, whether it just be for you on a movie night, or like I said, a date night, or a party night, or relatives. Maybe you shouldn't serve your relatives pesto pasta, but that's another story. But let's just keep on stirring this. We can stir this a few times, and looks like we're pretty good to go. Now we can get ready to pour it in the stove. Now you can keep this in here, or not the stove, excuse me, in a bowl. I'll just kind of put this in here. Now we're gonna need these oven mitts because we're gonna want to touch the handle again. So put on the Teletubby gloves back on here, and let's get a bowl out. Oh, look at all these bowls we have. I like this one. This one has a lot of nice designs, like some character in my pesto pasta. So let's grab these. Pretend we're holding a snowball here, and let's just kind of we can just take this spoon out. You know, we'll use the same spoon for dinner, and then we can just pour it into here, and look at that, just slurp it in. That doesn't look good, but it will taste good, and that's what matters, right? And then we spill a little bit. Let's take this spoon and we're slip and don't slip it a little bit. We got it. Okay. Well, that's about good enough. That's not good enough, anyways. So now we got this nice little pasta. We can take off these clown mittens, and now for the best part, your optional Parmesan cheese. Now whether you want the factory branded powdery stuff or the straight from Italy shredded cheese, it doesn't really matter. You know, I'm feeling kind of fancy tonight. I got paid today, so I'm gonna use this little shredded cheese and put on a nice little topping here. You know, there it is. Yeah, real good stuff. Real good. So once we do that, wait for it to cool down, and you have your pesto pasta. And that'll be all tonight, folks. Have a good night. I'm Subpar Chef Keegan, and we'll see you next time. Enjoy your meal.